Hey Virgo, welcome back. Welcome if you are new. This will be your weekly intuitive energy update and tarot reading. I do consider all of these weekly readings to be timeless, so whenever you're guided here, just trust that is the right time. There will be some kind of message to uplift, heal, or inspire. I always do like to set the intention that everyone that's meant to be here will find their way here. I don't know if I said that already. All right. I'm gonna pull a rune for you. This is Raidho, and it's interesting that this one came out because this is the wagon or the chariot, and so this energy is of evolution. It's also about travel, the journey, the dance of life type energy. But it's interesting because when I was meditating on your energy just now before I started, I was getting this energy of and I don't really know how to explain it except for like a desire to branch out or to evolve, and the image that they showed me was like a child in a womb, kind of, and it came with this energy of like trying to birth a new reality or birth a new direction. It's trying to branch out or to figure out what direction you want to evolve in, basically. And then they also did show me another image, and I'm not sure what this really was or who this is for, but I just want to mention it real quickly. It was this person, and I don't know what happened, but somebody must have done something wrong, and like illegal. And I saw this person, and I don't know if it was a male or a female even, but they were like basically they called the police, and they didn't like talk to the police. They just had them follow them, like, and I don't know if this was in a I want to say it was in a hospital, and they kind of like pointed them in this direction. So that's all they showed me. So I'm not really sure exactly what it meant. It was just giving like doing the right thing type energy, or a needing to maybe expose something or to speak about something, maybe or like, about somebody not being, not doing things fairly or legally even, right? So take it as you will. This is just, images and me trying to piece things together, but I just thought I would share. All right, let's get into it. I think I'm going to start with, actually, I'm going to start with the animals. I have been working with the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacey DeMarco, one of my favorite creators, and then I think we'll go with the Rider-Waite this time. All right, my Virgos, here's the weekly energy. My Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. Thank you. Ooh. We got the Jaguar, release. Also, I was pulling on, sorry, all of this stuff's kind of coming back to me, on how Virgos can be very, like, you guys can organize and structure things, and I was also getting the image of like clearing out a space, clearing out a room, organizing, and this Jaguar energy goes kind of hand in hand with that, the release. So what are you clearing out? What are you letting go? What are you discarding for your highest good? And if some of you guys are having some problems releasing certain things, you could work with symbolism, you could work with metaphor, to make things easier to change, to make things easier to release. So, for example, you could do something as little as, like, if you're sweeping the floor, setting the intention, I'm clearing this space, making space for new positive things to come in. And you can do this in many different ways. That's just one example. Maybe some of you guys might want to declutter, or I'm getting this like in your physical space. You can clear out a room, and that can serve as metaphors if you're bringing intention into it as well. What's the challenge this week for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? These cards are just flying. Hold on. The Horse, freedom. Okay, so whatever it is, it's something that has been key. Whatever it is that I think has to do with this release, it's something that has been restraining you or keeping you from being your most free. For some of you, I'm hearing like clinging on to old stories, or even like clinging on to negative scenarios, pulling too much negative shit into your energy field, giving too much of your energy. And then we got moderation with the Rhino. Exactly what I was saying. That extreme energy, right? Giving too much focus to, and we have to be careful right now because we're in this time of, oh my gosh, Spirit is hilarious. I was just about to say we're in this time of the election. The Raven has to do with the news, right? The politics. So be careful about, and the Raven has this kind of dark symbolism, right? So be careful about pulling too much of your energy into any negative directions at this time, any old stories or victimhood stories or anything, and just pay attention to literally how your body feels during certain things, right? If your body is tensing up when you're talking about certain topics, then it's probably a pretty good indicator that that topic isn't the best for you, right? It's negative, okay? So pay attention, and maybe you want to give more of your energy to more things that make you feel good instead. Moderation. And this could be also for some of you guys like alcohol or addictions here with the moderation and the release. But I really think that your energy field is a lot to do with it, okay? What you're giving your energy to, and making sure that you are practicing neutrality, practicing change. We got 32 and 23, both break down to a 5. We got the 24, which breaks down to a 6. 6 always reminds me of birthing something new. It literally is that metaphor of the 6 reminds me of a pregnant woman, right? So it's literally, and look, as I'm saying that, we've got the Empress right here. Somebody could be having kids, just saying, with all of this energy of like the womb, but it's also birthing something new. Something new wants to be coming into existence, right? Interesting. I'm just gonna keep this out here because the Ace of Cups with the Empress it could be a new baby, but again, it's the 3 is the mind, body, and soul. It's fertility. It's what are you creating, and energy of Venus is love, right? What are you creating that you love, that brings you up, that lifts you up, that brings you joy, right? What else for my Virgo? Tell me about this Jaguar. Yeah, we got the Tower in reverse. It's resisting change. Give me one more card for this Jaguar, please, for my Virgos. Let me get one more card. Thank you. Yeah, because whatever this is that you're feeling guided to release, it's going to help you. It's going to help you be stronger. It's going to help your physical body, I think, in some way. Some of you guys, they're showing me like movement, you know, shaking, what's that, somatic shaking, or yoga or qigong, or any kind of like martial arts, any kind of movement, especially intentional movement where you're physically releasing, because this could the root of this could be some kind of stuck energy, and it's causing you to stay stuck, right? Because you don't want to release it, you're scared to release it for whatever reason. There could be some things that are helping you in some way, and so you hold on to it even though you know that it's not actually maybe the best for you. There could be an internal battle going on around this, kind of like second guessing yourself, or like talking yourself in or out of certain things. A lot of anxiety around this. And so in releasing this alone, you're going to release this anxiety, you're going to release a lot of angst, a lot of mental energy. But this is saying this is starting in the mind. Okay, so start reprogramming the mental, start reprogramming the subconscious, for whatever this is, you know, especially if you're having a hard time releasing something, Virgo. Okay, it's not helping you. It's negative, and it is now, whatever this is, there's something else that wants to be birthed here, right? But it's almost like there's this attachment. Okay, and it's interesting because we have both. If you watch my readings, you know, to me the Strength card is God, it's source energy, because, well, this card is ruled by Leo, which is ruled by the sun, our source of vitality, our source of energy here, and then we also have the devil out here. So and it's both around this mental energy. Okay, and the king is the masculine principle, which is usually the one that takes action, right? That's the principle that it's our will, and it's being able to make decisive action. But if you focus too much, Virgo, on the shit, what always stands out to me, and look at, there's the Wheel of Fortune, things are going to turn around for you, okay? But you have to watch where you're putting your energy, where you're putting your focus. He's so busy focused over here that he doesn't see what he has over here, what he could have over here, right? Because he's putting too much of his focus over here, in the regret, in the fear, in the worry, in the angst, in the whatever it is, okay? So start pulling more of your attention, even if you don't release it right away. Just start pulling more of your attention over to these other two cups, over to what you could have, over to what you're birthing, over here, right? To whatever this new strength, you know, the positives, what it would feel like without that. The more that you can pull your energy there, the less that you'll find that you need to hold on. Okay? It's time to move forward. It's time to move forward. There's fast-paced movement forward coming, and look what comes after that. Leaving a legacy, abundance, pure abundance. Okay, but right now there's a block. Okay, there's some, because you're trapped in this darkness right now. Let's get some advice. I'm just gonna get a couple from the Before Tarot. I just want to see what comes out for advice for my Virgos. Move forward in a balanced way. Okay, the Chariot, look, both the light and the dark are at its command, right? So it's about balancing the both, choosing moderation, choosing the middle path. Don't give so much energy to the release, to the worry about the release, to, you know, instead just start giving more energy to, it's okay. We're moving forward, right? And the more that we give energy to the light, the less that we need to hold on to that darkness. It's the pendulum, right? What you put out comes back to you. Okay, that's 6 again. Any more? Yeah, there's wish fulfillment that is coming in for you. Okay, but you just gotta choose to focus your energy in a more intentional way. Okay, look, on the bottom we got Judgment. What are you judging? What are you putting so much energy into? And listen, when we try to fight something, we are literally just giving more energy to it. So instead of the fight, instead of putting energy to the fight or to the resistance or to whatever, one second. Start letting some of those thoughts go. When they come in, I notice you're there, but instead, pull your energy into what it feels like to have what you want. What it feels like maybe to feel really good in your physical body. What it feels like when this new beginning that you're birthing is here already. What are the positives that would happen if you release that? And how can you pull more attention into that direction? Hopefully that makes sense. Let's see. I do want to get this deck was calling for you guys, so I just want to get a couple of these, one or two of the. This is the Slavic folklore, the what do you call it, Lenormand deck. All right, for my Virgos. There's freedom here. There's liberation. We got the Fox. It's about being cunning. It's about being clever, right? Using your wit. It's about taking care of yourself as well as being cautious. Some of you guys, whatever this is that you're being guided to release, it's because your physical body wants it. Yeah, I just feel like somebody could be fighting themselves on this, even though there's something new that is it that wants to come in. It's like this idea or whatever it is. Any more for my Virgo? There's definitely a new beginning that wants to come in. Just be careful with your energy this week, Virgo. Okay. Yeah, look, as I say that, we got the Reaper that came out with the bouquet. Huh. Interesting. And I love the symbolism on this. Look, there's that news again. This is your communication. This is your message. This is your sign you've been waiting for. Okay. I know if you can tell it's truth if you can feel it. Okay. So if you feel this to be true, make sure you tap that like button. Jump into the comments to let me know. I love hearing from you guys. The bouquet and the Reaper. So there's on one side there's danger, warning, a reckoning, and on the other side, and notice both of their heads are kind of gone, huh? Yeah, just a lot of mental, feels like a lot of mental energy. And the bouquet on the other side of this is reward. Okay? It's fulfillment. But you have to reap. And you reap what you sow, where you put your energy, where you put your focus. That's what you end up sowing, right? So it makes sense that we would put more energy into what we do actually want, into how it feels to actually have what we want, knowing that we're magnetic beings and that we are attracting to us whatever it is that we focus on most. Where your attention goes, energy flows. Okay, so how can we pull more of our energy into, our own self-care, into our our own rewards that are coming for this? We get so wrapped up in the anxiety and the worry and the mental energy that consumes us, and then we don't have any more space for this new shit that's coming in, for what we're birthing, right? For what we actually want. Okay, so this is about you really in the battle of the mind. The battle of the mind. That's what I'm gonna call this one. Battle of the mind. I'm gonna get one more card. This is from the Sacred Rebels deck by Elena Fairchild. My Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You know what? What are we at? 19. I'm gonna pull actually from the Yin Yang Oracle first. It's like yelling at me. This one and the Lenormand both were speaking to me when I was looking for decks for you guys. So I guess we're going with it. The other readings have been about 30 minutes this week, so keep it fair. For my Virgos, what messages do we have for my Virgos for this week? Sun, Moon, and Rising. There is that same energy, right? We had with the Strength and the Devil. We got the Sun. Like I said, the Strength card is ruled by the Sun. And then the opposite would be the Moon, right? The Dark Night, the shadow side. Okay, so which are you going to choose? Which one are you going? And some of you guys may need to do some shadow work to just, make some self-discoveries, increase your self-awareness. Meditation, you guys, I know I speak about this all the time, but it's because it truly is the key. It's the bridge. And it really helps you to train your mind and to allow you to take your power back. And I think November is a really powerful month for that, because we do we tend to pull more of our attention into gratitude around Thanksgiving. And so I think that really helps us to change. I know for me, I have actually, there was a few things that I stopped doing around this time of year. So it's a really good time for this. It's an easy time of the year to release things, okay? Let's see. Any more messages here? It's about balance, karma, justice, truth. Where are you putting your energy? How are you balancing your energy? That word moderation just keeps coming in. How are you balanced? Where are you giving excess? Right? Where are you giving too much of your energy? We got closed off, resistance, guarded. Okay, here we go. We got some rejection. And this could be a root of some of your guys, or some loss, some grief, a piece of yourself fragmented. Okay, so this is about putting yourself back together, realizing you are not your emotions, you're not your past, and that you are a divine creator. Okay, there's illusions here. You may think that you need to hold on to whatever this is. You may, whatever it is, and it's going to be different for everybody depending what it is that you're feeling guided to release. For some, it could be relationships. For some, it could be addictions. For some, it could just be thoughts, right? Because there is a lot of mental energy, negative thinking patterns, etc. So it's time to get clear. And again, if you want to get clear, you've got to remember. You've got to awaken. And how do you remember? By you stop fighting. You let go. And this is why meditation is so powerful, because in that space of meditation, there's no resistance. You're letting go. Right? You're letting go, and then you allow for spirit to move through you. You allow for your soul to awaken. I love that. You get the attraction here. Yeah, we got the facade. So this is a subconscious program that's wrapped into your belief system. So to undo a subconscious program, we have to give more focus, more energy into what we do want. And also, I'm sure many of you are aware, but maybe if you're new, maybe you're not, this is actually what I work with. I am a certified hypnotherapist. So if you're like, Devin, I don't know how to do this, what you're saying is resonating, but my mind really just keeps going in this negative direction, please feel free to reach out, and we can set up a session or a reading or some hypnotherapy or some energy healing to help you. But listen, you can do this on your own, okay? But feel free to reach out if you want to set something up. I would be honored to help you. Let's get one more for my Virgo. Thank you. Oof. We got master number 11, diving for light. And I'm actually going to read this card. I don't work with this deck very much, but this is exactly what we've been talking about, okay? And it says, how brave you are. You're diving for light. It can be so much simpler to seek light in the heavenly, in that which is blissful and sweet and loving and kind. It says, to look for the light in that which is dark is an advanced task that only the rebellious and brave heart will attempt. You may not feel that you've taken such a journey by choice, yet you have taken this wise challenge from deep within your soul. Your innermost being has evoked this situation in your life with the intention that you grow in power and wisdom and creative juice. It also wants you to experience a bold and fearless trust in life and become further empowered to live it with zest and courage. The Oracle of Diving for Light speaks of a time when you're called into darkness through life circumstances or situations or relationship challenges or inner struggles that defy clear understanding. And the darkness might be a creative block. It might be a sense of being in a void, or feelings of depression or rage or sadness or fear or anxiety. There may or may not be an obvious cause, right? The darkness might be generally accepted and socially acknowledged because there's a socially acceptable or obvious reason for it, such as death or divorce or retrenchment. Or, however, there may be no obvious justification for your experience of darkness. Right? You may not need a reason to be able to accept it. And likewise, you may struggle to find an unconditional acceptance of your experience, and so therefore you're fighting yourself, right? Just know that you're actually on the right track and right where you need to be. Okay, that's the most important thing right now. It's all divine timing, and you are exactly where you're meant to be. Our creative process and our spiritual path go through a similar turning of the wheel, and I believe you have the Wheel of Fortune that wanted to come out somewhere here, but there's a spring and a summer, right? In seasons of the soul as well as in the earthly ones, right? There's the autumn harvest where we were just talking about, and what we're in right now as I'm recording this. And there's the death inherent in winter, when energy is concentrated and pulled within to seek out the darkness, where it can rest and reintegrate and simply be, right? Until it's the right time for new life and energy and creative inspiration to burst forth. And when diving for light, one must be willing to bear the darkness and understand it has a purpose, right? Much like the winter does upon the earth. It's not an error or through lack of consciousness that you're here now. It's a testament to your spiritual growth and creative process. It's not a sign that you're lacking or stalling, okay? And this oracle says that although you are powerful, you're also a little vulnerable at this time. So you need to be alert to sabotage and criticism that might make your progress more difficult than it already is. And that's what we've been talking about, the self-criticism, the self, going back and forth. You don't want to make it more difficult than it already is, and it would just be unnecessary. It says at least some of the people around you might be more attached to their fear and doubt than to their faith in your process and the ways of the creative, rebellious, spiritual path that asks us to unconditionally trust, right? And so this could be, people around you that are, they might be frightened due to a lack of understanding. But you don't need to carry the fear for them, and that's for someone. I don't think that's for everyone, but I do think for some of you, there could be, the people around you that are carrying this. But you have your own process to attend to, and they can choose to be inspired by your journey or frightened by it, right? They're free to respond as they wish, and whatever those responses are, they're part of their journey for them to work through. Okay, but you also may need to be vigilant against the darker forces within you. Okay, these are the voices that you may not expect, right? Particularly if you are a pure-hearted being who typically resonates with love. These voices or feelings might surprise you with their dark intensity. They might be feelings of hate or terror, or wanting to only sleep because anything further is just too hard. They may contain vicious criticism of yourself or tell you that your inner work is pointless or unoriginal or not worth it or stupid. These dark forces might try to tell you that you're on the wrong path, or suggest that you'll fail, or be condescending and, you know, ask who the hell you think you are type shit. But you've got to stay in your heart space. Do not believe these dark forces, okay? Stay in compassion, okay? Fear creates the energy of anger and hate and destructiveness, and these forces are all a part of life. We don't have to be frightened by them, nor do we need to deny their existence or try to ignore them in order to find the light in the darkness. We just need to hold compassion and be intelligently aware, right? So that we can avoid being seduced into the trap of needing to prove ourselves, or into the mistaken belief that we need to fight against darkness, right? Because that's just giving it more energy, right? The whole fight is just giving it more energy, and it's very easy to get caught up in trying to heal the dark, but darkness just is. Okay, recognize it when it's there and be in your compassionate heart. All you need to do is make a choice. Will you stay in your heart, or will you be seduced by the darkness and overcome by hate or sleepiness, right? Diving for light is a spiritual test, right? And it's a threshold as well for all true creative work. We successfully navigate our way through this test and pass the threshold into new creative birth by staying connected to the light of compassion in our own hearts. It's not an easy test, but it's one that you must be ready for. Otherwise, it wouldn't be coming to you right now. Right? Just remember, it's the light of the heart that sustains. Okay, it exists within us always, even in the darkest depths of unknown terrain. So there could be a darkness within you or around you that could become problematic if left unchecked. And if for no particular reason you find yourself feeling angry or irritated or hopeless or tired more easily than usual, or unable to rest, or it's just too much effort to exercise, take care of yourself, then this darkness is having an unnecessary effect on you. And it's time to end that now from a place of compassion. Okay? Feel honored by the lesson, and stay humbly centered in your powerful, rebellious heart that refuses to be conquered by fear and remains faithful to love. Okay, all will be well. Call upon the presence of unconditional love and just be here now without restraint. Right? And allow that love to just fill this space and touch all with grace. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. It was a beautiful message this week, and I am just honored to share this space with you guys. Thank you for tapping the like button, sharing the video out, drop into the comments, let me know you're here. I love hearing from you guys. Do make sure you are subscribed. Hit that notification bell if you'd like to be notified of upcoming videos. And if you would like to go deeper on this, feel free to reach out. And I love you guys.